Hi everybody, welcome back to Stranded Deep. Here we are on our new island with our coconut container and a whole bunch of downed palm trees, which I instantly regret. A couple of people made a pretty good point in that you can climb up the palm trees and get the coconuts off them instead of cutting them down. But at the same time, we kind of need a little bit of wood. But I guess we got ficus trees for that. So maybe we should stop cutting down the palm trees. As the ruler of this island, I decree on this day that there will no longer be hostilities against palm trees for as long as the indigenous people of Flight 119293929er that crashed in the Pacific a couple of days ago. As long as we're here, the palm trees are free. But I can't safeguard them against the seagulls, a whole flock of them coming in right now. Anyway, what do we want to do today? We want to do lots of stuff, I guess. We probably need to head back to the island and get some stuff. Probably need some buckets and some other shit. We can start setting some stuff up over here. Let's do that. We're going to go find Charlene. Hopefully Charlene hasn't been whisked away from us in the middle of the night. That would be utterly terrible. Oh, here we go. Okay, let's test it out. Let's see. We're going to climb up the palm tree. We're just going to sort of move around to the side, if that's possible. And we're going to possibly pick up the coconuts. Okay, 1 coconut obtained, 2 coconuts obtained. All right, this must be how Tom Hanks was doing it the whole time. And then just gently climb down while still holding a stone axe. I mean, that's pretty crazy. All right, let's check our vitals. 3 days survived, no problem. It's 5 o'clock. We are not hungry, but we have lost a bit of health due to our fall. We're pretty tired, and we're not too thirsty yet, but we're getting there. So there's that. All right, we'll just do a quick romp over to the other island and get some stuff and maybe have like a drink of water while we're there too, because we got those water stills over there. And then we'll come back over here and probably sleep. And we might have something to eat, but we might not. I haven't decided yet. It's a really big decision. I don't really have much else to do out here other than sailing around, exploring, and just generally being some sort of like stranded Bear Grylls or Ray Mears or whoever. Well, I guess like those are the only real big survival guys, aren't they? I mean, I know there's more, but I haven't really... Honestly, I don't even really watch any of that shit. Like, I talk about it all the time, but I never watch it because, I don't know. I just feel like I got better things to do. Like, play games about that shit instead of watching it. I mean, if that makes sense. Oh, crap. Iceberg, dead ahead. We just hit, like, a mini iceberg, which is actually just some really disgusting coral coming out of the ocean. Man, I don't know about the ocean. Like... I was thinking about this, and when you're playing Subnautica, it's kind of weird, right? Because you're on an alien planet. And it's all water, right? And you get down there, and you're like, wow, look at all of these alien life forms on this planet. It's crazy. There's like all these aliens and fish and stuff. But I mean, the ocean on Earth is not much different, right? You get under there, and it's like you might as well be on fucking Mars or something. Like, I don't know, like. There's so much shit under there that doesn't make any sense. Like starfish. What the fuck are they? Like they're just weird gooey things that are shaped like a star. Well, why even? Like they don't have a face and they have like suction cups and stuff at the bottom and of their like weird star tentacle things and stuff. But like what's the point of them? I don't get it. And it just made me think, the sea, which we haven't really explored that much because I mean, the only person who's ever really been under it in our world is James Cameron. And that's just because he was trying to, like, figure out the things he needed to for that movie, the Titanic movie. He didn't want to appear to be like some, Dumbo who didn't have the knowledge, the in-depth knowledge. So he built himself a submarine and went under there. But nobody else has really bothered to do any of that shit on our world. And the point I'm trying to make is that it's like aliens underneath the ocean. And in Subnautica, it doesn't matter that you're on an alien world because under the ocean is always so fucking alien anyway. It doesn't matter what world you're on, right? Do you see what I'm trying to say here? I mean, I kind of sort of get what I'm trying to say, but at the same time, I could have explained it a lot better. All right. Well, anyway, here we are. We've arrived back. We have definitely one bucket that we can take with us. And look, finally, our stills have done it. Look, we can actually drink this one by one. Just by, oh, look at this. One sip at a time. How are we doing? Oh, man, we're almost full on water, if you can believe that. Okay. One more, and then you know what? We're going to fill it up and keep it as like an emergency canteen. That's nice, isn't it? I mean, it's got to be said. The buckets do hold way more water, but still. All right, so in terms of actually wrecking stuff, I don't know if I can. I'm going to take a whole bunch of tarps with me, and it looks like we got some lashings here that might be worth taking. Wooden stuff I'm not too worried about. I am going to take these buoy balls because I think they'll look funny in the container with all of the coconuts. I'm not going to take the old raft either. You know what? I think it's fine to leave the raft here. Let's open the door and see what else is inside. All right, well, there's a ton of junk in here. Let's take some of the steel scrap that I painstakingly collected. Let's also get these propellers and carburetors. We might need those, and I think we're full. Yeah, we're full. It's mainly because I've taken all of these buoy balls and also coconuts as well. All right, in terms of what we're leaving behind, there's a bit of cloth and some tarp. And we'll just store it in there safe so that, you know, nobody comes by and steals any of it. Not that anyone is going to anyway, but still. Okay, perfect. What else do we have on us? That's right. I'm holding my coconut right now. And I have a knife and an axe, and I'm not afraid to use it. Okay, great. That should be fine. We should be good to head back to our new island, our better island. Did I take the tarps and stuff? I did. We can make like a tarp shack if we want. Which I'm all about, actually. I'm good with a tarp shack. I can't even really say the word, but at the same time, it is something that I can fully get behind. All right, those stills turned out to be very good, and we can get another still set up on the new island as well. Now that we have this bucket, right? We just need one bucket for a still. Iceberg, dead ahead. Charlene, please. Jeez, fucking navigating through these icebergs with Charlene is definitely a chore. I mean, I think having a motorboat is going to be better. We need to start thinking of a name for our motorboat as well. Like, it's not going to do to just name it like Charlene 2. But at the same time, naming it Charlene 2 would be quite nice, actually. And as like a homage to Charlene the First, which is actually just a gigantic pile of fucking shitty sticks tied together with some weed rope. And with a really crampy makeshift sail made of tarp. But there you go. I mean, we don't have the luxury of having a super yacht out here because we did indeed crash in an airplane. We didn't bring our yacht. Why is there music? Or is that an engine? Man, you know what would be fucked up? Like, if you were just out here and all of a sudden you heard an engine, you looked over and there was like Somali pirates on a raft just trying to take all of your shit. I mean, I say that'd be fucked up. I would be furious if that happened as well, because I'm just trying to get by out here, and the last thing I need is Somali pirates turning up, you know, brandishing AK-47s and saying, give us all your buoy balls, because those are my buoy balls. I worked really hard to get them. Fair and square, they are mine, and we would not want to lead them back to our island so that they could find our big stash of coconuts and extra buoy balls as well. So the idea is to get the container just packed to the brim with coconuts and buoy balls, because I think that'll be fun. And we don't really want to make landing here. We want to like go around a bit, even though it's really dark. Like, we can get the flashlight on. It doesn't help us much. We might have been able to see that shark that was like chasing after us, but I doubt it, because it's so dark. And sharks need to sleep as well. And you know what? I don't even think it was a shark. I think it was definitely, because it's so dark and we couldn't see their boat, it was definitely Somali pirates out there. I know they're in the wrong part of the world, but maybe their boat, you know, entered some sort of wormhole or something. And then they, I don't know, wound up here. I mean, it is literally in the complete opposite part of the world to where they would normally operate. But you never know. I mean, maybe they just got like really carried away, you know, with the pirating and stuff, and they lost their navigational charts and stuff. And then next thing you know, whoops, hang on a sec, what are we doing near Japan? And then we're like, whoa, shit, our plane crashed near Japan too. What are we doing near Japan? And the rest is history. Oh man, look at this. It's fucking great, isn't it? All right, let's get the buoy balls in here too. They look like big coconuts. All right, great. The buoy balls are like this sort of decoy, right? So like if anyone turns up here and they try to steal our coconuts, they'll be like, look at these huge watermelons. Let's take those instead. And then we can live with that, right? Because ideally we want to hang on to our coconuts, not so much the buoy balls. But I mean, having said that, I would like to hang on to the buoy balls as well. All right. What do we got? We got a bucket, we got a couple of tarps, and we could probably make a still up here, which I think it would be useful to have. Even though this island is ripe with fruits, it'll still be good to have a still. And we want to make like the super still as well, right? What do we need for the super still? We need some stuff. It's the water collector. That's what it's called. And there's a crude bandage there too. That would have been useful. So we are missing a fire spit and lashing. Holy shit. We've almost got this. I can't believe it. We don't even need a bucket or anything. There's clearly buckets there, but we don't actually need a bucket. But we do need a fire spit, and we're going to need a whole bunch of lashings. But you know what? I think we can do this, and I think we should do this. All right. Fire spit is going to be next. So we have everything we need except for lashing. So again, we just need a ton of lashings. Okay, cool. We're going to do that in the morning. But I think for now, we must sleep because we're getting pretty tired. So let's do that. We're going to have a sleep. The whole world goes blue when you sleep. It's like, it's because it's sunny out, right? You know when you close your eyes and it's sunny out, it's not like totally dark. It's like a bit like red or blue, depending, sort of thing. That's what it's trying to simulate there, I think. And we're kind of hungry too, but that's okay. We're going to eat. All right, let's save the game too, because that's always a good thing to do. Let's leave some of this crappy... I can't see. This tarp is so big. Okay, we're going to leave some of this junk behind that we don't need. Like, we don't really need this bucket. We don't need to carry it around with us. We definitely don't need gigantic pieces of steel to take with us. We probably don't need these carburetors, and we probably don't need a propeller either, but we're going to need those at some point. And lashings we do need, but we're going to go collect a whole bunch of stuff from... the various ficus plants, not ficus, yucca plants. Sorry, I've got ficus on my mind. I should be thinking about yucca. Let's get crazy with these yuccas and get as many of these fibrous leaves as we can so that we can make. I think we need about 5 lashings. Is it 5 or was it more actually? I can't remember now. Well, we'll just get as many of these as we can. We'll just have a romp around here. And then hopefully that water collector collects more water than the stills back on the other island. Because those stills are really disappointing. Although we did go back and there was a fucking ton of water. And in a pinch, we now have some water in our coconut canteen. Which we're using as a canteen. It's like a novelty one. You know, like if you had a kid or something and you bought them like a water canteen. You'd probably buy something that looked a bit like, you know, coconut, for instance, or something, you know, maybe like a soccer ball. Maybe you would buy a canteen that was shaped and looked exactly like a soccer ball, but it had like a little hole with a straw, and you could put it in there, have some water. That's pretty much what we have. It's our one and only luxury on this island. We're out here with nothing. We're starving. We're thirsty as hell. We've got really bad sunburn. I mean, look at that. It's terrible. Like, the skin is just, like, melting off of our arms. It's so bad. But, hey, at least we have a novelty canteen. And the plank scraps that I got rid of last time. Cool. All right. More yucca. Let's harvest it all up. We've got potatoes here too. There are potato plants on this island, so we can have potato and crab stew if we want at some point. We're gonna need that hobo stove online sooner rather than later, but I think we need like barrel scraps for that. Oh my god. This island just does not stop giving. Is there fruit on this tree? No, I don't think so. I think I picked them all clean. Oh, hang on a sec though, have I? No, I haven't. Yep. Oh my god. It's so lonely on this island. Like, it's alright to talk to Charlene from time to time, but but you sort of get to the point where you're like, hang on, I'm talking to my raft. And then you sort of think, well, you know, I gotta do something here. I gotta do something to maintain some sense of sanity. I know that, like, that was a big thing in Castaway with Tom Hanks as well. Remember when he was talking to Wilson? And he was like, hey, Wilson, how's it going today and stuff? And he'd have to stop himself from time to time and say, like, hang on a second. I can't befriend a volleyball. This is crazy. Like, if I give in to crazy, then I am crazy. So I have to always stay 2 steps ahead of crazy or whatever. But then, you know, he was pretty crazy in the end. So it didn't really matter, but still. All right, let's make some of these lashings and pick them up. Not yet. We won't pick them up just yet. We'll put them down here to dry. That's for roleplay reasons. They're drying out, okay? Because, of course, once you break them open and stuff, they're really wet and soggy inside. And laying them out like this is a good thing to do, just to dry them out. It's like what the native Indians would have done, right? Like, you know, when they, like, chew up a, like a buffalo's foot for like 3 days or whatever to get them like all ready so that they can make a headdress with them or whatever. That's pretty much what we're doing here. Oh, shit, I think we've got enough actually. I think we have enough for the water collector. Holy Lord. So what's the idea with the water collector then? Like, I don't really know. Because there's buckets and it's over a fire, do we just turn the fire on and we get free water? Or do we have to fill up the bucket and put it on there or something? Like, I have no idea. I suppose we're going to find out. All right, fire spit. Let's make that. Where is it? It's right here. Campfire spit. We have everything we need for that. We're going to put it right there. Perfect. And last but not least, a water collector. A basic fresh water collector that can be used to boil salt water from one container and collect the fresh water runoff into another container. Okay, well, that's how it works. So we do have to boil up some water. Okay, cool. Let's make this thing and put it here. Okay, so we are going to need buckets. Fine. You know what? I can get behind that. Okay, so this is where the water is going to get collected in that bucket. So that just means that we need one other bucket or a gigantic pot. And we have to fill the bucket up with some salt water from the sea. No problem. Okay, cool. That isn't our water situation sorted out just yet, though. No. Nice. I really like that. Okay, let's throw this scrap down. Fuck me. Come on. What was that? Where did it go? Jeez. What are these things made of? Styrofoam? Jesus. You see how far that launched? Man, I was just trying to put all my junk in a nice, neat pile, and then that happened. Well, I guess something exciting has to happen today. Because, I mean, when you're out here by yourself, stranded on an island, there is not much to do. It's got to be said. Like, you have to sort of survive and stuff. But once you've gotten on top of that, like I've managed to do, I mean, there's not really much left to do. Let's see if we can make a motorboat, though. Because I think we're kind of close to that. We want propulsion. We want a boat motor. So we're still missing an engine canister, and duct tape. Okay. Those things might be hard to find. You never know. And bases, what do we want? We can make a barrel raft base with barrel scrap, which I don't know how to get. Tire raft base. A buoy ball raft base. So we can get buoy ball scraps. Oh, man. I'd be kind of tempted to do that, actually. We're going to make a motorboat, and then we're going to use... we're going to have a corrugated raft floor, or maybe a steel raft floor. That'd be pretty sweet. I mean, look at that. It looks fantastic. And then we're going to go for the boat motor, and we're going to have our own motorboat that we can go around with. I mean, there's these other islands that we need to explore, and, you know, it might be worth actually exploring them, because we need to find another bucket, at the very least, and we probably need to get some food, too. Look at all of this junk. We should really store this somewhere, but, man, I am so lazy. Like, I'm not going to store it. All right, fine. Let's head over to that island and see if there's anything there. We'll just have to remember how to get back. Hopefully the container will help us. Oh, you know what I just realized? Our water situation isn't as bad as I thought because, you know, we can. Food situation isn't too bad either because we can dip into the coconut reserves, right? You know what? I'm going to do it. I mean, I'm not just collecting them for the sake of it. I'm collecting them to survive. So let's do it. Let's bust these open. Here we go. We want this to be drinkable. There, that's drinkable now. And we want this one to also be... Come on, coconut. You can do it. Drinkable? Drinkable? Yeah, perfect. Okay. Cool. So, that one's not drinkable. That one we've drunk from, which is good. And this will be our novelty canteen. Okay, fantastic. All right, so we've had a whole bunch of drinkable coconuts, and now we can slam these open, and this food never spoils, and we'll eat coconuts for breakfast. Coconut halves. How are we for food and stuff? Not too bad, but we could still do with eating. What, 2? Hey. Yeah. Oh, were we full on food, though? Or not? Oh, look, our health is restoring. I can't believe it. Holy shit. Okay, cool. All right, and we have some food and a coconut thing to take with us. It doesn't actually have any water in it, but, you know, if we find... Maybe, we'll find Herman Toothrot on this island, or, you know, some sort of sign of life. Maybe somebody's managed to make water still. Maybe they've done what I've done today, and they've gone on a rafting adventure to another island, and then we could just swoop in and steal their water before they get back. Honestly, that is definitely something I would do. I wouldn't say that in real life I'm a big asshole or anything, but when it comes to surviving and staying alive, I think I could be a big asshole. And I think if I stumbled upon somebody else's like survival camp or whatever, I think I would steal from them, and I think possibly even I would kill someone if it meant surviving. You know, especially like there's no police out here, right? I mean... Unless you class the sharks as police, but there's no actual proper police out here. So, I mean, you can kind of get away with anything, I would say, including killing someone, stealing from them, crashing into what appears to be an iceberg, but is not an iceberg. How the hell did I manage to do that? This is the island I want to go to. I hope this isn't not an island I've been to already, because I haven't really been keeping track. What's a good way of keeping track of what island you've been on? In real life, I would probably take a dump on the beach and then maybe just sort of like dress it up a bit, like with a scarf or something, so that like I know beyond a shadow of a doubt that I'd been to this island before. But I don't think that mechanic exists in the game. Like, I don't think you can shit. I mean, Ark Survival Evolved, you can shit on the beach, and you do shit on the beach quite often. Maybe they could like take a leaf out of their book and add shitting on the beach to this game, because that would be a great way of just marking your territory. I mean, come on, let's face it. Dogs and cats do it in real life. Cats, of course, spray their cat piss everywhere, and dogs will shit and piss and try to eat it after as well and drink it. But more often than not, they'll just pee like on a fire hydrant or whatever to tell other dogs and stuff in the area that, hey, hang on. This is my territory, not yours. And then the other dogs are like, whoa, I'm not going to mess with this guy. He's so crazy, he pissed on a fire hydrant. And that's the code of dogs, basically summed up. Wood and stuff I'm not too bothered about. If we're over here and we're scavenging, we're trying to get good stuff, right? So we want like buckets, which great. Found one. Perfect. I don't know how to fill them up with, hey, another bucket. Great. It's just like 2 random. Whoa. Okay. Yeah, I'll take that for sure. Because already, if you can believe that, you spend enough time out here in the sun and, you know, you do get thirsty. So we have to like eat these fruits whenever we find them. Such as, oh, yeah, I mean, we can maybe take some with us, but if we don't need to eat it straight away, I say let's not take it. We know in a pinch that there are fruits on this island, and by the time we come back here and we're really desperate for water and stuff again, we might like have more fruits grown back, so we should be in good shape. So I'm not going to pick them. Right. Our island is that way, and we know that not from taking a dump on the beach, but because the raft, Charlene, is right there, and that's the way that we came in. So let's not forget where we were, or how to get back. Even though I have a compass. Should I bust this bad boy out and use it? Okay, so we need to head northeast to get back home. I wish there was a map. Okay, let's try to remember that. Northeast. We have to make a rhyme so that we remember it. That's how, like, that's how they taught me, like, northeast south and west in like the Cub Scouts. They're like, you know, make a rhyme with it. And the rhyme was never eat shredded wheat. Which, I mean, if you've ever had shredded wheat, you probably think to yourself, yeah, hang on, that is actually really good advice. But at the same time, it's really good for you. And it's probably worth eating. I mean, I'm kind of scared. I'm not going to lie. There could be sharks around here. But at the same time, we need this bucket. And we're going to open this you know what? We need 2 buckets. Because why the fuck not? We can get 2 of those water things now. We've got like, what? 5, 6 buckets now? Which is good. Oh, is that a little locker there too? It's a little cabinet. Oh, shit. I think those are like my Flintstones vitamins. Oh, they are. Okay, great. Let's take this morphine. You never know when you might need a little bit of morphine. There's a locker here too. And inside, another flashlight. We now have 2 flashlights, just in case. Okay, climb up here and open this toolbox, and it reveals a hammer. Wonderful. Well, this wasn't too bad. We didn't find any engine parts or anything, but we didn't do too bad. Is there anything like worth getting under here? It's a box here. Okay, let's open it up and see what's inside. There's a fucking flare gun in here. What? What would we need that for? Wait, maybe that's the end of the game. Maybe we just need to find some flares and then we can flare up like if a... Oh man, if like an airplane flies over or whatever, we can flare, we can get out of here. Maybe that's how you win. Holy shit. No, come on. There's no way to win this survival game, is there? I mean, I'm all on board though if there is a way, because that'd be fucking sweet. Like, I like winning. Especially like winning games. Holy crap. Alright, well listen. We did alright here today. We found a flare gun. We found some morphine. We got a better hammer than this piece of crap. This crude hammer. This is a strong building tool with good durability required for building. So we can probably sack this one off, I think. But you know what? Let's take it back home with us and sack it off at home. Just in case we might need it again. I'll probably collect up a couple of things here to take back with us. We'll go drop some of this stuff off at home. And we'll get the water collector online. Or at least figure out how to anyway. And next time when we come back, we'll probably start, you know, building a base. Look at getting a bed and stuff like that. And there's a whole bunch of other islands to go off and explore. So we're going to need to do that too. But so far so good. I mean, we are surviving. It's pretty good actually. I'm going to eat this last fruit too because amazingly I'm thirsty. But look at this. My vitals are like almost 100%. I'm fully full. I'm fully hydrated. I'm fully slept. And my health is slowly replenishing as well. Which is a really good thing. Great. All right. As usual, thanks for watching and... I'll see you next time!